Woman wants me fired from where I don't work, without actually speaking to me. This takes place in a care home where I would visit an old neighbor. I will call her Ruby in this tale. Ruby was basically bedridden and often napped while she had visitors. She also had a sweet tooth and loved her ice cream. If she was sleeping when I brought ice cream for her, I had permission to use the fridge in the day room to store this. Visitors could also get themselves a drink there for themselves and those they were visiting. Ruby's room had a squeaky hinge. This plays a role. I went to visit Ruby with some ice cream. I signed the visitor's book and let myself in with the code. As I was closing the door behind me, it was tugged open by the woman in the title. She huffed and nudged past me. Ruby was sleeping, so I put my bag down and went to put the ice cream in the day room. As I passed the next room, the door opened and woman looked out. I nodded and went on my way. I chatted to one of the staff about Ruby and returned to her room. Not to make this too long over the visit, I popped in and out of Ruby's room a few times to get her ice cream, make her a cup of tea, etc. Each time I left the room, the woman would pop her head out and scowl at me. I said goodbye to Ruby at the end of my visit, and as I was signing out, the woman left the office and pointed me out to the manager of the home, who looked puzzled, and the woman stormed out. The manager waited until she left and then burst out laughing. The woman had just spent about 15 minutes complaining that a member of staff had ignored her, not offered her or her mother any ice cream, tea, coffee, etc. Ignored her request for an update on her mother's care, and wanted the rude, uncaring, lazy person fired at once. So apparently that was me, the person she had never said a single word to. Shake my head at that one. Okay, look, Karen, I understand that you're worried about your mother's condition, which is 100% understandable. But you can't go around and make bold-faced lies about people just because you're upset. If OP actually did work there, you could have easily just had her lose her job, all because you didn't want to open your mouth. If you have a problem, just say it. I work here, but I don't work here. Crazy Karen accuses me of attacking her with tea. Cast, me, Karen, K, supervisor, S, sandwich shop employee, SE. So it happened. I finally met my first Karen after 19 years. I've met many people with the Karen haircut, but they've all been nice. Not this one. So I work at a well-known corner shop in the UK. We also happen to have a well-known sandwich shop as part of our shop. Now they have a fancy coffee machine that makes lattes and all the fancy coffees, so we all tend to use that one to get tea or coffee. Sometimes they'll offer to make one for us. In the mornings, there's usually only one person on making sandwiches, and we have two, one supervisor and one sales assistant. Well, on this morning, I was behind their counter making myself a cup of tea because I hate coffee, and I only know how to make tea on this machine. SE was out in the warehouse sorting out their delivery when Karen came in and caught me. I have my back to her, minding my own business. Now bear in mind our uniforms are completely different. Ours is black with our company name. Theirs is green with a hat, with their company name on the front of their shirt, in huge letters. K, excuse me. Me, turns around and smiles. Yes, hello, I'll be over in a second. I assumed she was a customer for my side. K, make me a latte and a cappuccino to go. Me, oh, sorry, I'm afraid I can't do that. I don't work here. K, but you're using the machine and are behind the counter, so you can just make me my drinks. Me, no, I'm sorry. I don't know how to make the drinks you want. And I don't work for sandwich shop. I work for corner shop. Look, my uniform says so. I point to company logo on my shirt. K, I don't care. You're behind the counter so you can make my drinks. Me, getting fed up. I'm tired and it's too early to be dealing with this. I was just making myself a cup of tea, If you give me a second, I can buzz up SE so she can make your drinks. K. No, you are behind the counter. Don't lie to me, I saw you use the machine, so you do know how to use it. You're just being a difficult twat. Irony at its finest. Me. Look, I'm not lying to you, and I don't appreciate you talking to me like that. I start to walk to the door to go to my side of the shop with my tea. K. Don't you dare walk away from me, you bitch. By this point, I've had enough, so I carry on walking to my side when she grabs my arm, making me spill my tea over both of us. Great, I'll have to clean that up. I ignore her and keep walking, and immediately buzz my supervisor up. Karen's still having a go at me and screaming about how I threw my tea all over her. Luckily, S finally heard all the commotion and came over. S. What's the problem here? K. I tried to get some help from this employee here and she ignored me. When I went to ask her again, she threw her drink on me. Look, it's burnt me. Proceeds to show S where the tea landed on her arm. Me. What? That's not true. I was making myself a drink and explained to her I couldn't make her drink for her. When I said that, she got all mad and grabbed me, making me spill my drink. Go watch the cameras. At this, Karen looks a little scared, but still kept to her story. S goes to look at the cameras, and I go back behind the toll to serve other customers. Karen stood quietly by the door. I'm surprised she didn't try and leave. S comes back out and proceeds to ban Karen for laying hands on me. She was fuming, but ultimately left when S threatened to call the police for assault. I now have the satisfaction of seeing her face plastered on our wall of shame every time I work. I gotta say, I'm impressed by Karen's bravery. I mean, she obviously should have known she was in the wrong, but just rolled the dice and hoped the camera's facing the wrong way, I guess. Every time I go to traffic court, I'm always assumed to be a lawyer. Spoiler alert, I'm not a lawyer. I don't frequently get traffic tickets or parking tickets, but when I do, I fight them in person. On the day of my court appearance, this happens 2 or 3 times before the session. Karen. Hey, you need to represent me today. I don't have a lawyer and can't afford this $500 ticket. You need to get me off. Ooh, poor choice of words. I'll lose my license and can't bring my kids to school or go to work if I'm found guilty. How much are your rates? They better not be expensive. All I can afford is $75 and no more than that. Me. I can't represent you. I'm not a lawyer and I don't have a law degree. Even if I was, I can't solicit clients in the courthouse. And I point to a sign which says lawyers and paralegals can't solicit clients in the courthouse. Karen, don't you lie to me. You are a lawyer. Look at you. You're wearing a tie and have cufflinks on, and you strut around here like you own the place. Me. Look, lady, I'm not a lawyer, and even if I were a lawyer, I'd be charging you a lot more than $75 to represent you. Karen, you see? You are a liar. You are a lawyer, you just want to charge me more money. Okay, I'll give you $100 and no more. And I'd better be found not guilty of my charge. Me. No lawyer can guarantee you'll be found not guilty, especially not for $100. Karen. You have a duty to represent me. When my case comes up, I'll tell the judge that you are my lawyer, and you will have to represent me. Me. For the last time, I am not a lawyer. But I do know this much. If you tell the judge I'm your lawyer, and he finds out I'm not, you will be in serious trouble. Karen. Liar. You lawyers with your fancy hair and pocket squares think you're better than everyone else. And me. Look, lady, just because I wear a tie, cufflinks, and have my hair done doesn't mean I'm a lawyer. I'm a life insurance salesman. This is how I dress to go to work. Karen. Then why are you here all dressed up if you're working in life insurance? Me. Because I have my own ticket to fight. And if I may make a suggestion, next time you come to court, have your lawyer pre-hired And don't wear a ripped tank top from H&M. You should put on a good appearance for the judge. Karen: "Screw you, you pathetic salesman." And she walks off, looking to find another lawyer. I know it wouldn't be legal, but wouldn't it just be hilarious if you said, "You know what, lady? I'll do it for free." And then just walk on in and immediately tell the judge, "Yep, she's guilty. Double charge her." Alrighty guys, that's gonna wrap it up for today. I hope you enjoyed the stories. And if you did and you're new around here, maybe consider subscribing. And if you really liked it, then maybe give it a thumbs up and a share. Anyways, I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.